Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. So, we did a little FTL yesterday, and I'm trying to get this run in before my raid tonight. Now, I will be honest with you, and, this is another Final Fantasy anecdote. Wait, hold on, who have we played recently? I gotta delay the anecdote because I don't want to, pick a character we played in the last, 5 episodes. 1 second of Mystery of the Druids, half a second of Mystery of the Druids. It's alright, we clutch those. It looks like... Because I was thinking of doing an Ico run, and it seems like the last Ico run was almost 2 weeks ago? I feel like we could justify that. Now, when's the last Koji run? Significantly longer than 2 weeks ago, most likely. Probably, almost 3 weeks ago? It says 2 weeks ago, but I don't think that's... I think that's rounding down, honestly. But, yeah, I think we could do a little Ico run as a treat. We've been keeping the Haru content saturation up. We've been doing a few Haru runs every now and again. Although, you know what? Genuinely speaking, it might be time for a Moriko run. I think enough time has passed. Because the last Moriko run was, what? A month ago? So maybe we'll do a little Moriko run tonight. And we'll do an Ico run tomorrow. I shouldn't say tonight. It's a super early evening. But we'll do random. And you know what? Give me Moriko's perks, because I don't know if I want to do random. Maybe you know what? We'll do random on Moriko's perks, and we'll do Timeline X. It'll be funny. Now, we'll get Eldritch Parasite, and I'll complain for the entire video, but give me Katurufu. You know what? I'll take it. Scars is, when you hit random, you just want anything but Eldritch Parasite, really. Now, I have been very lazy with doing Savage and EX content, which kind of is a shame, because I need to practice my Pictomancer opener and rotation a lot more, and so if I just went into, EX2 and farm that until I got the mount, I would probably be a lot better as a Pictomancer, just because, I am having trouble fitting all 3 hammers into the, Starry Muse, because you have to fit, 9 GCDs in there, and that's, your... Not necessarily cyan, yellow, magenta. You usually, if it's your opener, yes. But if it's your burst phase, you kind of want to do it No. We definitely want to roll it like that. Thank you. But if it's your burst phase, you want to do... Comet, yellow, magenta, comet, your 3 hammer stamps, star prism, and then rainbow drip. But if it's your opener, then you can use cyan, but you don't want to use cyan on any other burst phase. Because the problem with cyan is that it just does the least amount of damage out of all those GCDs. So you would rather... And this is true. I think we need to get a new cover image. Maybe I should just put the GIF back and just not do scene transitions, because scene transitions just lag OBS for some reason. But I should probably just put the GIF back because it's way nicer. But I do have an update. Okay, I am doing other content stuff in the background. I'm moving lucrative, alright? So, Sorry, I can't believe I called it Mystery of the Limbo of the Lost of the Druids of the Mary Celeste. I'm Captain Spooner Briggs of the Mary Celeste. But, Limbo of the Lost is going to be recorded next month, and preferably released in October. I think it probably goes from October to November. Shouldn't last long enough to go to December, because, we're gonna start recording in September. And then in September, you're gonna get the queued up member games so far. And then probably if we get... Probably the next member games after that would probably be December. And we have a couple of games are floating. They're floating around right now. And they're gonna be somewhere between September and December. And those games are the members voted on Noja as one of them, which I'm really excited about. And then there are a couple of miscellaneous things that I want to do as well. So with that being said, I've been looking at these mysteries and I'm like, I kind of like hate every single one of them. Like, I kind of hate every single one of them. Like, you just want to do like Akamanto and just shoot Akamanto? And then we go heal at Fear Festival? I think you could, I think you could make that work, honestly. Now, there are several things that I would buy here. Is the camera one of them? The camera is really nice, and it gets us to 6 knowledge, so you only have to get folklore studies and the +1. I think we have random perks, though. I feel like this is not... Because I would buy the flashlight or the compass. Is the camera good enough? Honestly, I'm gonna restock. And I was immediately rewarded, because that's exactly what you want in every sense of the word. We're not gonna flip the... Maybe I should flip it over just so that, like, put the police station on the school and then move it to the downtown when we get there. My speedrun? I didn't even click that time. I don't feel like I clicked that time. I don't know if you can hear me clicking, but I want to get out of this event because it's a little bit too slow. But yeah, I didn't want to move it over for one event. And honestly, I think we just leave it here. I think that's lazy, but we can check the forest to see if the forest is doomed. So we're gonna move it before we leave the mystery. We're gonna put the police station on the forest just to lower the threat level down there. We're having our ass beat. We're gonna die because dangerous threat level go burr. Oh my god, what the hell? We could die here, by the way. It's unlikely, but it is possible. But I've been pretty lazy with doing Savage content in Final Fantasy XIV. I just kind of like... I know that I'm good enough to do it. This is gonna sound weird, alright? I know that I'm good enough to do it. And so when I go into, like, the GBJ of just endlessly wiping in Party Finder, I just don't have that dog in me, you know? Like, if it was a static that I could get invested in, it's like, I'm working with people, and I'm working with people, and them getting better is, like, something that isn't, like, a permanent benefit to me, because that's a really weird way to look at it, and statics come and go, obviously. But, like, if it was, like, a hardcore static where you're just going in there every night, and people are bad and they're wiping, and then you're ready to clear, and then you're waiting for the other people, and it's, like, a hardcore static, and so you're doing it, like, multiple hours every night, that wouldn't be that bad, because, like, you're still investing in a group skill that then, like, pays off when it finally comes together. But it being you're spending hours of your life with random people in Party Finder and you're never going to see them again, and you might even try to, like, block several of them, and then if they show up in your lobby, you're just going to leave because you don't want to deal with them again because they're dumb. I don't know. It's like a whole different beast. It genuinely feels like a whole different beast because, like, the main static that I am in is, like, a casual mid-core static, and I am completely, like, even though it's not, like, if I lived in a fantasy world, I would have that same static, but we raid way more often, right? So we would be like a not like a casual mid-core, but like a mid-core or like a hardcore, you know? That would be the fantasy land, you know what I mean? Because they're just a great group of gamers that I'm really happy to be a part of. And so that from the mental, right? Like, I'm talking about from the mental, you know? I don't consider that as any waste of time, because the bottom line is that I'm having fun while we're progging, and then also, they're better than, like, 99% of people I've seen in Party Finder. So, there's that. But, like, I don't know where I'm going with this. I love the static that I'm currently in. I've been in it since Asphodelos, and I'm never gonna leave. Because it's just the goated group of gamers. But do we just do something like this? I think we just do something like this, you know? What if I hit you with the double prep? If you prepare twice, Moriko with prep time can defeat any World of Horror enemy. It's true. We're just gonna hold on to the Crestfallen Mask for a little bit. And you know what? Lump of Flesh, we're going into Fear Festival. I think we're not too worried about that. I am gonna take Outdoorsman. I am gonna take Outdoorsman. And we're gonna take Perception, and we're gonna go into Fear Festival right now. And I don't know, we'll eat the Lump of Flesh if we have to, but we're just gonna onsen when we can. But like that's the thing, right? Is because if you're in a static, then you are investing in like a group. And so, if you're not progressing as quickly as, like, you want to, then that's one thing. And I'm not speaking from personal experience there, because the other aspect of being in a static is that you're with friends and you're having fun, right? And then you have to take into consideration, like, what static you're in. I'm in a casual mid-core static. So what does that mean? We go at a casual mid-core pace, which is, because I'm a degenerate, I want to go faster. But that's what alts are for, you know? So the problem is that I don't want to join another static, because I have I have 3 main things that take up my free time, okay? I have this YouTube channel, my free company and Final Fantasy XIV in general, and then I have my hobby, which I want to do more of. So I definitely don't want to join a static, like a new static, because then that would be cutting into the 2 other things. And I'm already, if we're being honest, already kind of cutting in to my other things is the Final Fantasy XIV. I don't think that would be surprising for any of you to hear. And I don't think that would be surprising. I don't even think that's news. I think that's like, oh yeah, we know. So that's like, I think we will confront the person. We have 7 luck. But like, oh, absolutely. Hell yeah. Hello, Ryoko. Thank you so much. You could basically just think of Ryoko as like a temporary Kyoko, where it's like, we can't get rid of the Doom by getting rid of her, but it works out really well. I think we just take the damage. Now, the problem is, the problem is, I'm not happy with this. So we're gonna dodge, and then we're gonna do this because we can't kill. Whoops. Why do we take bonus there? Do we have like a thing? Yeah, we have a thing. That's okay. Well, it's really not okay, but we have, like, Crestfallen Mask, I guess, so it's not like the end of the world. Now, Spiral Hoodie is not actually good, because we are using a perception weapon, we're playing Moriko. So, I would personally prefer... I mean, listen, we're probably gonna fail it, but we have Lump of Flesh, and also getting the flashlight there is like you win the run, right? Well, you don't win the run, but it's like super good. So I think you go ahead and you use the Lump of Flesh just in case something goes wrong. And what you do is you accidentally drop something on the floor. It was just a bottle cap, don't worry about it. And then, do you even need to use the handcuffs here? Because this is gonna do... Like, this kills, so just have the handcuffs ready in case you miss. You didn't miss, so you're good. Now, we have messed up this mystery, like, several times in a row. And honestly, if this is timeline B, you probably would have preferred to take the -2 stamina here and then just eat it. Because, like, you don't want to get into a fight here. I think you just run, because, like, the Spiral Hoodie's not worth it. I think you just run, honestly. Like, it's not the best thing, and I've definitely forgotten my second enemy, but... Fame is insane, but, like, I feel like you need it. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get some EXP. Ah, jeez. I'm gonna be real with you. I think we go to Flood for the full heal, but Fame is only really gonna be cool if we get, like, 2 allies here. But the problem is, it's like, we have to do this with, like, half health, when we could do this early and before the Fertility Idol god becomes, like, has better health. And I think Mystery 4 is when they get the +1 damage. So I think this, like, goes really, really, really well with just kind of everything. You're gonna hate me, but... Like, literally. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. We have a 100% chance to hit, so... Cut arm sinew, huh? That does change things. Pretty significantly, actually. Yeah, this actually sucks. That's like the worst thing that we could have possibly gotten. Why did I brace? Why did I brace? It literally does nothing. Why did I brace? It literally does nothing. So, because of cut arm sinew, we have to, like, the best case scenario is that the +1 damage is at the school. That makes this so much better, if that's true. I think you gotta do this, just because, I mean, we succeeded. So, the Theologist is at the school. That's probably, like, the worst case scenario possible, right? I mean, let's take the Theologist. We're not gonna full heal, alright? We're not gonna full heal. Don't even think about that. We can rest, we can rest twice and get 2 people, if I remember correctly. That's great. Now... roads are not closed, so we're just gonna go to the forest because we left the police station on there. And then we should be able to heal 1 more time, which is mostly just good for, you know... Now, because we rested once already, we could not get the person at the village, but we full healed on sanity, and we got, like, pretty impressive stamina. Beautiful. The only thing that we have to worry about, and this is true, is the missing and the whatchamacallit, the badly bleeding. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna hope that that was the badly bleeding, because this will still do like 6 damage, unmitigated, but we're just gonna have to hope that it kind of works out that way, that we've already dodged it. You feel the urge to enter the water. I think that's just the normal text, because that's what it said the last 3 hits. I am gonna block... Actually, can we guarantee this? I don't know if we can. Like, this is pretty solid. It's 2 90% chances, but if this is the power attack, then we instantly die. Because it should do, like... It would be doing 3 doubled... So, it normally does 8, right? So, I think that this is not a good idea. But I think this is what you want to do. Because then you guarantee it, and you're, like, pretty secure. And I think you're, like, alright with it. I think you're okay with it. So, Discipline is interesting. I'm gonna take Perception again, just because you want to stop at, like, around 8 or 9 Perception feels good. Although that is usually with, deft handling. So, admittedly, we don't actually know how good it's gonna be. I think you can go to Vigil. Maybe. Can you go to Vigil? I don't know if you can, actually. Maybe we want to do Vigil last. Yeah, we definitely want to do Vigil last. We have Cut Arm Sinew. We want to get this taken care of ASAP. This is this is really bad. Stable condition is great. We're very happy about that. We're just gonna use the painkillers. There's no reason to pretend like we're not gonna use them, but there's also no reason to pretend like we should sell them or, you know, we're gonna use the painkillers. That's like non-negotiable. And look, the painkillers are buying us a pretty decent amount of time here. We can go ahead and deal 10 damage for free, basically. That's so close, man. We need to get a little bit more EXP before we can go crazy with it, because we do want to get 2 more allies for sure, but we can only get 1 more ally guaranteed right now. So I think we're just going to take the 2 damage and then just send her. Yeah, I think we can, Alright, let's do it. Let's get some allies. Alright, see? Oh, it's 5 EXP. I'm dumb. Cheaper pharmacy items is, like, completely irrelevant, but it doesn't really matter. -1 luck? Do we wanna, like... How big of a deal is -1 luck? I don't really think it's a big deal. We're going to the mansion. I'm trying to think of, like, mansion luck checks. I don't... But what if this is, like, +1 strength? But what if it's -1 perception, you know? That's the thing, right? Like, if this is -1 perception or -1 dexterity, then we're, like, in a really bad spot. But +1 strength, +1 dexterity? I think we're gonna gamble. I think we're gonna gamble. +1 dexterity. Alright, that feels good. I mean, it doesn't really, because 2 coughing bloods will kill us, but... Which is the same. But I don't know, what if we roll a 4? And it actually matters, you know? I don't really care about this. We're on Mystery 4. It's our health that I'm more worried about than anything else. This is abnormal arms, by the way. That's a little bit worrying. I mean, I'm gonna hit you with the peace of mind. Like, maybe we should have sold the handcuffs, because I don't think we're gonna find an enemy to use them on, but... I don't know. Have we gone here again? Because I could take another curse for 2 stamina, but I'm not really worried about it exactly right now. I think we'll take the Doom. And I think we'll look at the monument real quick, because if it's money or stamina, we can... If it's money, you can have it. Now, if it's stamina like that, you can go to hell, but... We have the Crestfallen Mask! What am I doing, dude? We should rest. What am I doing? Alright, so you're gonna start with this. You're gonna start with this. You're feeling pretty good about that. And then you're just gonna do this. You're not even gonna worry about it. You're not gonna do the math. You don't care what's going on. Okay, thank God. Alright. So, you're gonna rest a couple of times, despite it all. We're at 68 right now. We'll go up even further. We're at 71 right now. We'll stop there, because that's over half of our health. We're gonna slip on the blood, I think. Oh, maybe we don't. Maybe we do not do that at all. Beautiful. Wonderful, even. We're at 70 right now. We're feeling pretty good about this. Unfortunately, the bathtub got taken away really early. We're going into Violent Vigil. I actually don't remember if this was doomed or not. We're about to find out. This is a mansion thing, so we're feeling pretty good about that. Now... We want to hold off on the Crestfallen Mask as long as we can, because, ruh-roh. This is fine. This is fine. That's completely okay. We're alright with that. Actually, are we? Modest Supper? I'm a little bit nervous, gamers. Because I don't know. Actually, you know what? We're at 75%. Okay, alright. Is it time to use the handcuffs, finally? Absolutely, right? We get +1 knowledge there, feeling pretty good about that. Deduction is kind of hilarious, but we'll take, Honestly, just give me stamina. Give me the Modest Supper. Let's dodge as much doom as we can. Like, I'm worried about our stats and our lighthouse, but at the same time, it's like, with the Crestfallen Mask, we should be alright. We should be alright. Goodbye, Kurikosa Mask Bozo, I don't care. Probably should have made room in my inventory by doing something, but I don't know. Because if it was Funny Mask, you know, that's throwing not having it, but... This is Doom neutral. We're not on Knight Errant. So I think we take the neutral Doom some bonus EXP. It doesn't really matter, but I think it's correct play in general, because it's neutral. Is this Doom? What does this do? A +4 sanity. Alright, we take that. What went wrong? Now, we do have to worry about our sanity a little bit, but... Because it's Katu Rufu, that's the only reason why. But you're looking at something like this. Yes, we can take -9, -5, but... I'm not too worried about it, are you? I'm looking at this, and I'm not sweating it too much. Actually, I'm sweating it a little bit, so -3, -6. Okay, do we have Heart of Darkness? Yikes! So that is the worst case scenario, yes. I am not gonna entertain the idea of... If we lose any stamina, we're kind of screwed. We might have been able to hang on to the compass for a little bit longer to try to get... Like, if we got deduction, actually, that's kind of crazy. We don't have Innsmouth Look, right? I think we're fine. Second mystery was Fear Festival, and then, damn, we're just gonna hit -3 stamina here, and then... It was a little bit of a weird run, to be honest with you. It's a little bit of a weird run. I don't know how to feel about that. 99 EXP, by the way. So, we should have had the compass, like, one more time. Just so that, like, in case we took stamina damage, we would have been able to heal, but it didn't really matter. I think it was fine. It was alright. But, I don't know. I kind of, like, lost the sauce early on with that. But, we'll do a little bit of trivia. I'll do a little bit of trivia. But, so basically, here's the thing with the anecdote, right? Is... I have my issues with Party Finder because I'm not a indomitable saint monk. So, I don't want to just go into a group and, like, have my time wasted. Because the whole point of going into the clear party is that you want to clear, and then you spend the next 9 hours trying to clear. It's like, that's... I could be doing more with my night. I could be doing more with my day. I could be doing more with my time. Right? Like, you should have, like, the Slay the Spire Timekeeper powers, where it's like, if you wipe more than 12 times, you just, like, the clock moves, and then everybody who is in your party, just, like, they immediately get disconnected from your party, and then you get stronger. And then they get they get weaker, yeah, true. I'm looking at this, by the way, and I'm not too happy about it, but... The thing, actually, hold on, before I, reveal this, let's open the LOL duel and the Final Fantasy duel as well. Just as, like, a treat. The duty guessing game, a little frightening. But, you know, it's all, like, listen, if you're getting tilted in a video game, it is always 100% a mindset thing. Right? Because I can go in with a group of friends, or a group of FC members, or my static, and we can wipe for 3 hours, and that's fine. We can make progress, or we could not make progress, and that's fine. Because I have that, like, external reason from being there. Because it's not a selfish reason, right? But when I'm doing something for a selfish purpose, and then it gets, like, you know, trolled, then it makes me a little salty. Because it's like... How do I put it? But it's even weirder than that. Because it's like, for, let's say, League of Legends, right? Like, I'm playing solo ranked. That's a selfish purpose. I want to get my rank up. I want to get to gold so I can get the funny Victoria skin. The thing is, though, like, even if we lose, I'm, like, stoic, indomitable, I'm a wall, everything is bouncing off of me, you know, every single lane who died before minions spawned is telling me to grab a rope because I didn't gank 5 nanoseconds after their enemy laners showed up and they gave a double kill to the Blitzcrank because they got hooked under tower because for some reason they're hanging out at the enemy's tower before minions have spawned. You know, and then they're like spam pinging me saying GG jungle diff before my camps have even spawned, and I haven't even been able to kill red buff yet, you know? But like even that, you know, that doesn't bother me because it's like a 20-minute game, and even though they're trolling, A, I still get to play the game. B, there's still a chance that we can win because it's silver. It's silver. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's silver. Nobody in silver, including myself, knows how to play the game, so they can always throw. And, like, I can still play the game, you know? Like, I can still, until it comes to neutral objectives and the bot lane camps the Dragon Pit, then I can't play the game. But I can still play the game. I can still have fun, you know? But for some of these groups in Party Finder, I don't even get to practice, like, my rotation. Like, I get to practice my opener, but... which I do need to practice, don't get me wrong, but I also need to practice my rotation, and I need to just play Pictomancer more. But it's like, right as things are getting good, that's when we get reset to the beginning again. So it's like, I kind of get to practice, which I am appreciative for, and that's one of the reasons why I stay in the groups for so long, is that I get to practice my rotation. But I get to clean up. But the thing is, it's like, that's just me doing busy work until the party disbands, and then we go again, you know? It's just, I think the overall, like, mechanics of how it works are more tilting, to me anyways, than something like League of Legends. Because, like, I don't get mad at League of Legends. I'll get exasperated about League of Legends, like, why is he doing that? Why is homie doing that? But I don't get mad at League of Legends, you know? Because it just, like, I enjoy fundamentally playing it, and since I'm playing Briar, I can still ball out of my goddamn mind and pull off some crazy shit for fun, you know? Even if it's a miserable loss. But then you go into something like Final Fantasy XIV, and it's like my own... Like, here's the thing, right? It's almost worse than League of Legends, because in League of Legends, right, if you have 4 people on your team, like you're playing solo ranked, you have 4 people on your team who are throwing... impossible to win, especially if they get tilted and start running it down. Impossible to win. You can try, but impossible to win, and they'll probably just surrender the moment the surrender option is available because it's 4 versus 1. But here's the thing. There's only 4 people that you have to worry about. There's only 4 people who can potentially grief you. And so, if those 4 people are trolling, it's out of your hands, they surrender. Because I never surrender. I hit no every single time. But they surrender immediately. You're out of the game. You're going on to the next one, right? But also, let's say that you're the one who's trolling, right? Out of the 5 people in the group, you're the one that's trolling. It's the easiest win of your life. You don't have to do anything. If you're the only person on your team that's trolling, even if you're the jungler, and it's very important for the jungler to not troll, if the 4 other people on your team are locked in, it's the easiest victory of all time. Like it is, right? And so, if you're playing League of Legends, it's like you're gambling every 30 minutes for your team, right? Because what you have to be is the solid rock that is like, either I am going to get an advantage early game and try to carry, or you are going to get an advantage in the early game and I'm going to farm and then snowball, or you're going to get an advantage early, and then I'm going to take objectives with the pressure, and, like, you know, you're providing me the opportunities to do these objectives when I otherwise wouldn't be able to. Those sorts of things. You need to be that solid foundation where you can carry if you need to, you can kind of take a back seat if you need to, and you can kind of, like, make plays if you need to. You need to be that solid, like, not good, but, like, solid, mediocre rock that is always going to perform to that solid level, and then that means that if you're that, then that is one check mark in being able to win the game. And then you have 4 people on your team who are gambling whether or not they're that check mark as well, or they're an X. And then if you have more check marks than the enemy team does, or the enemy team has more X's than you do, then you're gonna win, right? And so it's like, it's a very simplistic way of putting it, but if you are that solid aspect in your team, you're gonna win a lot more games than if you are, like, tilted and running it down, or you get, like, whatever, right? But in Final Fantasy XIV, especially because, like, this is insane for me to say because there are less body checks in this tier than the last tier. But because there are body checks, it means that no matter what you do, you have the 7 mysteries from Party Finder. And then they just, like, they'll just troll you. They will just troll you every single time. And it's like, ay. And then, of course, it isn't like League of Legends, where you get matched with people of similar skill. Because, here's the thing, right? In League of Legends, if you're trolling and your team is good, you win. In Final Fantasy XIV, if your team is good, but you have one person who can't do the body check mechanic, then nobody's passing. It's a guaranteed fail every single time. Because it's a body check mechanic. You can't get past that. It doesn't matter how good your team is. It doesn't matter how many 99 gold parsing DPS you have. If they can't kill... If the body check is before when the boss will die, you're gonna die every single time, because one person can't do the body check mechanic. And it's like... I guess that's the thing, right? Is there's no way in Savage for good Party Finder teammates to carry bad Party Finder teammates, right? Like, you can't really, because of how, I guess, well, like, formulated the game is, right? Like, how well designed the fights and encounters are, like, how specifically they're tuned. Because of that, every single person has to at least pull their own weight and at least do their part for the mechanics. Because if they're not doing their part for the mechanics, then the entire team is screwed. And if they're not pulling their own weight damage-wise, then the entire team is screwed. Unless you have, like, the most god-tier DPS of all time. But that's not fair to the DPS, you know? Because it's like, I am pulling more than my own weight. I am above average for the damage of my class. Why am I being punished because you can't do the average damage for your class, you know? And the thing is, the fight doesn't even require you to do the average damage for your class, but I've seen some pretty crazy things, alright? I've seen some pretty absolutely insane things. But, I don't know, I think it's just very weird. And also, another thing, right? I can't believe I keep comparing the two, but in League of Legends, right? If the jungle Briar, get really, really, really far ahead, and I start carrying and snowballing, and nobody on the enemy team can kill me, but my bot lane has thrown, and my ADC has, like, 13 deaths, 0 kills, 1 assist, and is, like, you know, buying Tears of the Goddess and running it down mid. There's a chance that I ball so hard that I win the game for my team, right? There's a chance that the Irelia in the top lane balls so hard that she wins the game for us instead. Or there's a chance that the mid lane, I don't know, Ahri balls so hard that she carries the game for us instead, you know? There's always that chance that one player can carry so hard that they get their team back in the game, or they just single-handedly win the game for their team. If I get destroyed in the jungle, like early in the jungle, there's always a chance that the ADC mid lane or top laner just pops off so goddamn hard that we win the game because they're just balling so hard and they're carrying 1v9, you know? But in Final Fantasy XIV, which is also a team game, both of these are team games, there is, like, you can't do that, right? You just can't do that. And that's why if you play League of Legends and you get mad at your team sabotaging you, I don't think you've played a game where your team actually sabotages you. Because in League, you can always ball harder, and it's always worth reflecting on what you did and how you could have done it better. And it is worth doing that in Final Fantasy XIV as well, if you are in prog groups, or if you are in practice groups, or if you are practicing. But when you go into Party Finder, and it's a clear party for duty completion, and you join that party, and 5 out of the 8 people can't do the first mechanic in the fight, and you wipe to it 7 times, you can't ball hard enough to carry that. I'll do the trivia now. Psychic Dragon. I have been trying to avoid this because I have no idea. I have no idea. Psychic Steel, I feel like I should know this one. It's not Mawile. I wonder if there's like an iron that's like psychic? There could be. I don't remember if it's Iron Valiant or not. Why do I want to say it's Iron Hands? I'm pretty sure this guy's electric. Psychic Dragon? That's unhinged. What is Psychic Dragon? You're like a dragon fairy, right? What the hell is a Psychic Dragon? Dragon Alola? I don't know, isn't this just like this one? I'm not gonna pick that yet. Alola fighting? Isn't this just Crabrawler? Yes. Fighting? Paldea Area 0. This is Iron Valiant, right? Wait. Why do I think Iron Hands is electric? I'm so, like, I'm frightened. Okay, Paldea Dragon. Paldea. I didn't even spell Paldea correctly. Okay, hold on. I think Iron Hands is either electric or fighting. And I'm gonna put you as fighting. Correct. Okay. Dragon Alola scares me. Steel Alola scares me. Psychic Dragon is terrifying, because what the hell is a Psychic Dragon? I don't think it's Raging Bolt. You're a Dark type, and I think you're a Rock type. So, Flygon is a ground type. I don't know what a Drampa is. I don't even know if you are a dragon. How about you? You're pink. Aw, shit. Okay. Psychic Steel? I don't think Mawile is a psychic type. I know Mawile is a steel type. Mr. Mime Galar. Oh, there's a, there's an Alola Pokemon that's steel, isn't it? I wish you could just type Alola and see Alola Pokemon, but, Palisand is Ghost. Iron Treads. Dragon. I mean, we can just pick Raging Bolt, right? Because they're all dragons. Psychic Dragon. Dragon Alola. Let's just do the Seaweed one. Incorrect buzzer noise. Loud, incorrect buzzer. Psychic Steel? Is this just like... I mean, I'm not getting a 9X, so it doesn't really matter. Psychic Dragon. What the hell is a Psychic Dragon? Reshiram is a fairy, right? What is Cresselia? Not a Psychic Dragon. Drampa is Alola. Alola Steel is the mouse. Oh, Celesteela! Wait, it's Sandshrew? Sandshrew and Sandslash Alola is the steel type? I thought that was ice. My bad. My bad. My mistake. Oh my god, I've talked so much about you tonight. Let's start with, You know what? Let's get a little wacky here. Let's get a little crazy. Let's get Renekton up in here. Male top, alright. Male top ranged Gnar. Wait, no, Gnar is mixed. Ranged melee. Ranged male top. This is the most unhinged thing. There's like 2 of these in the game, right? So, this should be pretty easy. Also, early on in the game's development. Okay, driving me a little crazy. Who the hell goes ranged top? Alright, I wasn't really expecting this. Let's get some intel, alright? Let's get some intel. So, mana ranged male top. Okay. There's only like 1 of these in the game. I'm not even joking. There's only like 1 of these in the game. From 2010 to 2008, there's only 1 of these in the game. And the fact that I can't think of them off the top of my head is kind of embarrassing. Because they're like an old champion. I should know them. But like, maybe Teemo? Is Teemo that early? Yes, Teemo is that early. Teemo is 2009? I thought Teemo was like 2011 or 2012, but I mean, I don't know. The forest holds many surprises. I don't know, is that Ivern? I see tree, I see forest, and I think trees, so I'm gonna just guess Ivern and Maokai. The forest holds many surprises. Fiddlesticks, maybe? I mean... The forest holds many surprises. I'm supposed to know who this is? And they're not a tree or a demon from the woods? If I didn't know, like, every Lulu quote, I would say this kinda could be a Lulu quote, but it's not a Lulu quote. The forest holds many surprises. I don't think it's like Nunu and Willop. I don't think that would be true. Or real. But there is like a nature Nunu and Willop skin, so that's the only reason I thought of it. Let's try... I don't think Gnar has, like, voice lines, you know, that are just not grunts. Maybe there's some sort of, like, Ari skin that says that. It could be Lilia? Lilia's another forest critter?
The forest holds many surprises.
Oh... Yeah, sorry, I've never played... I played Zyra, like, once. Oh, wow, I wonder who that's supposed to be. So... I think this is the E, right? Yeah, I played Kennen a little bit, but I think I could get that wrong. Because Q's the Shuriken, W's the stun, R's the ult. Well... I mean... I wonder if she can out-trot her awkwardness? Wow. Listen, when I started doing this, they had, like, some of the hardest goddamn ones I think I've ever seen. But, like, then it's just like, hey, do you know the default splash art for, like, Urgot? And it's like, yeah, I play Urgot. Alright, let's see if we can win the duty guessing game. I'm pretty bad at this one. Let's do Poglathon. Let's start out with Poglathon. Difficulty normal. It's a raid. Alright, let's try... Alexander. I don't know which one, but we'll just go with that. So it's duty level 60, party size 8, so it's a trial. And it is above 3.0. So we can do, what is it, Z1? I can just type Containment Bay, thank God. Containment Bay... This is Sephiroth. This is the other one. All right, it was Sophia. All right, Sophia? I don't remember the boss's name. But you know, we locked in immediately. You know what? I'll give you an Aeor guesser. I haven't done an Aeor guesser in a hot minute. I want them to add Dawn Trail. That would go so hard. That would go unimaginably hard. Like when they do that would go so crazy. If you want to test yourself against some friends, use the same seed and same expansions. Oh yeah, the seed thing. We will do World of Horror. Let's see. Let's do it, gamers. Okay, alright, okay. We got a little Norvrant Gaming here. Now, this is crazy. I don't think the Crystarium has, like, purple trees, right? Like, this is pretty consistently Lakeland. But what would this even be? Like, what would this even look like? I dare say I need to rotate the map. Okay, it is the Crystarium, but like it's sort of like on the outside of the Crystarium. All right, that makes it a little bit more doable, you know. But it's like you can see. Is it just like this is kind of nuts, honestly. I think it's just like right here. Cuz you can see the bridge. That's crazy. Like this is kind of nuts. I'm not going to lie to you. But that's like the Aetheryte right there, cuz you can see the Crystal Tower right there. So that's I'm going to be honest with you though. Like is it normally Oh, okay. I was about to say, there's like no way it's that one, because so that's actually not the Aetherytes right there, because that means that's the Universalis market, and then that leads to the circle over there. All right. Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna get that one. Also, that's a crazy structure over there. I had no idea. So we're gonna try to move the camera back to where it was originally, because it doesn't like flip or anything. So. I mean, this one is immediately less inspired. Like, the other one, that was crazy, man. Like, that was awesome. But, yeah, no, I'm not, like, we had one that was really cool, and now we just have a couple that are kind of, like, mid-TBH. Do I remember what room this is off the top of my head? Because it's either here, but I can't really check because I think it is that room. Because if you look, it's got the corner, it's sort of got like the boxes stacked up. That might be represented on the map, like this thing right here, and these boxes. Because this room is a little bit more distinctive because it has like the tent or whatever. And then this room has, like, a bunch of beds or whatever. And so I think it is this room. I'm gonna lock it in here, because it's not this. And it's definitely not this. I think this is correct. I'm just that good, gamers. I did indeed remember what room it was. Well, let me move the camera back to where it's supposed to be. If you don't know where this is, or you think that I don't know where this is, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it is literally, look who it is. Now, do I get the exact placement correct? Probably not. I'm gonna try to play it like I don't know exactly. You could put it at the pillars right in front of you, and you still would have gotten a 100. If you think I don't know where this is, I don't know what to tell you, because this is where you gather carrots. Now, specifically, I think we're like right around here. Somewhere around here. Although, because you can see the edge right there. So we're not like We're not over here, because we would be able to see... Maybe we're further out. I feel like if I wanted to get 100 on this, I would have to look on the exact, like... I would have to spin the camera, I think. Do I want to do that? Is that the resin? Is this curved part right here? I don't think that's this. But it could be. It could just be, like, pieces of it. I think I need to rotate the camera. Oh, we're under it. Okay, we're literally under it. That, honestly, I feel like if you did a challenge... Because we're really close to the edge, right? So that makes sense. I feel like if you did a no camera moving challenge and you use this seed, this would trip a lot of people up because they would assume that they're over there, that they're like under there. They would probably guess around right there, where that little spot is right there, because that's where I was gonna guess. Honestly, these two guesses, the first guess and the last guess, were really, really good. The Kugane and the Rods and Han guess sucked, honestly. But the Crystarium and the Moon guess went pretty hard. We take those. We take those. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you're all staying safe out there. You know, not the most exciting hour-long video of your lives, but not bad, not bad. Especially when, you know, it's raid day, so... The other alternative is, like, I record it way too late, and then I'm rushing. I'm like, we gotta go, 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 move, move, move! But no, we're fine. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye!